Welcome all, and a pleasant good afternoon from Highland Park. I'm Brennan Bucher. I'll be taking you the way here today as Highlands baseball's in action. They'll take on the Pioneers of Simon Kenton High School. Now let's look at Highlands' most recent game coming into this one. The Bluebirds were rolling in Park Hills. Obviously a great offensive game. That score 11-4. 11. Let's look at that. Highlands outscored Covington Catholic 11-4. They out-hit the Colonels 18-5. That's that big number. Birds were all over the contact. And one thing I noticed, I want to talk about Jake Robinson. He had 2 hits, 2 singles. But what was important about those singles, he wasn't trying to take him over the fence. He was just putting bat on ball. That was a lot of what we saw out of the Highlands Bluebirds, getting contact. And when you put the ball in play, good things happen. And that's what we saw last night. Now, speaking of Jake Robinson, he is on the mound this evening, and I'm looking for big things out of him in his first start here at Highland Park this year. He's got a great fastball. It is going to ride or die his start on that fastball. Great movement to it. His arm naturally cause it to rotate across the zone. It'll cut across. A great pitch. I want to see him use that fastball that's complemented by his other pitches. Now, not to just to fault that Simon Kenton side. They are loaded. A lot of talent, a lot of offense as well. This one could be a high-scoring matchup. Highlands going to have to play well. We saw Cov Cath yesterday make some errors that cost them runs that allowed Highlands to take over. Can the Bluebirds stay fundamentally sound in the field and do what they're supposed to do? Could be the answer for this one. Another big key note today, 2 injuries for the Highlands lineup. First one last night, we saw a terrifying collision. Parties getting better as we speak. Ian Carter out for today, and obviously we're still thinking of Anthony Eplin of Covington Catholic, who is recovering from the collision as well. Also, we'd like to point out Brooks Hendricks scratched from the lineup recently as well. He's got a brace on around his hand. We don't know the specifics of that injury. I'll let you know when I hear, but that is also a scratch. Garrett Wiggins, who played a great game on the base paths last night. What I really liked about him, he was all over. He was running first to home twice. He played a great game. He will be taking over for Brooks Hendricks. That'll do it for me. Send it down to the field. It's time for Highlands baseball. Bluebirds ball playing on FT Film and Broadcast. And a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Highland Park. Birds have just taken the field, which means it's time for baseball. Highlands, they're ready. Simon Kenton, they're ready. And here we go. Jake Robinson on the mound today. I'm excited for this one as he gets going. The conditions have picked up a little bit here as the rain is going. The wind is also blowing pretty hard. Very similar to last night. Outfield going to be an interesting situation. Could be a little slippery out there as well. We saw some issues last night, particularly in the right field. People losing their footing. That could definitely be a case today. Not that anyone listening would have any knowledge of this, but there was potentially an instance 4 years ago when I was playing where right field was an issue with footing. It's a story for another day. Jake Robinson on the mound for his first start here at Highland Park this year. Guy I'm really excited to watch work. He is an absolute star. And when you look at what his fastball does, I mentioned that in the open. He has a star fastball, and that's what I want to see. This season he's only pitched once. He was a starter, went 3 complete, gave up no earned runs. He did give up. Highlands in the field first. Caleb Yole will be at the plate first to kick things off here for the Simon Kenton Pioneers. And here we go. It's time for baseball. Jake Robinson on the mound. Caleb Yule at the plate. Talked to Robinson before the game started. Was excited to play, excited to get his first start at Highland Park. If he believes he can dominate this matchup. First pitch is away. Looks at his hand, has to dry it off. That could be the story of this afternoon's ball game. It is pouring rain as Robinson in the full. Now kicks and delivers. That one's hit up the middle. Bolden's gloves it. And he gets it over to first base, and it's fielded by number 25. That's J.P. Schaefer. And you can see on that camera in front of you, you got, the size of those splashes coming down. They're big drops. They'll be powerful. They're going to be very interesting to watch go down. Next up is Jacob Piper. Northern Kentucky baseball fans all over will know this name. One of the most dangerous pitchers in Kentucky. Going to try to do damage at the plate as he ducks out of the way of that one. It'll go 1-1. Robinson's next pitch is chopped foul. Anderson gloves it. That'll make it a 1-2 count. Robinson still visibly struggling with the rain. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Ball is away. Home plate umpire Donchez Martin says he swung, and the pitch gets away from first baseman Schaefer after the throw by Anderson, and a strikeout and error will allow Jacob Piper to take first base. Both teams are going to have to deal with it. We saw both elements on both sides. Robinson likely lost grip of what looked like that was a slider down and away. Great pitch. Anderson lost grip of the ball, got away from Schaefer. And pitch is away from Anderson again, allowing Piper to walk his way to second base. And it'll be strikeout and E2, the official ruling. 1-0 is the count, one away in the inning. The pitch inside. Anderson gloves it, and it hit him.
Looks like Rudy was hit by the Robinson pitch. He'll make his way down to first. Now batting for Simon Kenton, the center fielder.
Tyler Rudy takes first. And now one away, two runners on. I apologize here if the scoreboard's going to be a little behind, a little delayed. We're doing double duty today, working scoreboard, stream, book, and the broadcast, and walk-up songs. So we'll see how this goes. 1-0 is the count currently. One away in the inning, two runners on. Pitch swung on and missed. There's that big fastball. Judd at the plate. It's a 1-2 count. There's one away. No score yet. Robinson kicks, delivers, and it is popped straight up into the air. It's foul and it's out of play. It'll remain a 1-2 count with two runners on. One-two to Logan Judd. Play Judd second on Pioneers and hits. Watches one close, goes by. That'll make it a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2-2, one away. Two runners are on. The pitch is swung on and missed. The second strikeout of the inning for Jake Robinson. Now there's two away. Charlie Overton now comes to the plate. He's playing third base today. Two away. Robinson does not have to pitch more to the ground ball now as he can trust his stuff or trust his defense, and he throws one away. He went for the pickoff. Nobody's there. Schwalbach able to reel it in and get it in. Thankfully, nobody advances. Miscommunication on some part as Robinson tried to throw it. Fortin and Bolden did not come in for that. Two away, two runners on. Pitch is downstairs, and the first official pitch of this at-bat is a ball. Overton, 2 hits in his first 5 at-bats of the year. One of those was an extra base hit. chopped foul backwards. I'll make it 1-1. It's a big part of this game here early on. You look at this early chance to get out, no damage, get your starter in, get him warm. As runner from second takes off, Anderson throws down, and it's away the second time. An error will be credited. In trouble in left field. Will allow the runner to go first to third. Jacob Piper. And that'll allow Rutledge, or that's Rudy, to take third. He advanced to third on the E7. E2 allowed him to get to second. Two balls, two strikes now. The count following that debacle for Highlands. Pitch is fouled straight back. Robinson continues his unfortunate start to the year of not allowing an earned run. However, that's his third run allowed. 2-2. Right there, called strike three. Robinson gets out of it. Overton goes down looking. And that'll end the inning. Thankfully, Highlands is out of it. We'll head to the bottom half of the second. Birds will come up to bat when we return. And we return to baseballs. It's the bottom half of the first. Let's clear that runner off the board. No one's on. As it's a fresh inning of Highlands baseball, and leading things off is number 3, Nolan Schwalbach. He had quite the game last night. Double and a triple on his line as he comes in, fouls the first one off. quickly 0-1. And on the mound is Tyler Rudy, the Simon Kenton Pioneers. Rudy has 1 appearance as a starter this year. Went 2 innings. He had 4 hits and an earned run, but struck out 5. One's downstairs. The Birds and Schwalbach as well showed a keen eye at the plate last night. Rudy comes set. Now fires. It's fouled straight back, and it's a 1-2 count. Pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt. Now the throw to first. There. And the first Highlands batter of the day goes down swinging on strikes. Now coming up to the plate is number 57, Garrett Wiggins. Wiggins probably had one of the best nights running the bases, I thought. I mean, he went first to home twice. And just great base running. Of course, it helps when guys like Max McNay had an extra base hit and Kai Anderson was swinging it well behind him. As the next one is swung on and missed, it's quickly a 1-1 count. 1 away in the inning for the Highlands right fielder today. Rudy comes set, kicks and fires. Outside, call it 2-1. Highlands and the field had an odd inning from the line last time out. They gave up 1 run, no hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 errors, and 1 left on. Not what you want to see the first inning when your starter did so well, as that one's fouled off to the side and narrowly missed a car. And it's into the packed house today at Highland Park. And we get 2-2 with 1 away in the inning. Now Rudy comes set, kicks and delivers, and it's outside, running it full. Rudy not going from the full at all today. Comes set from the belt. Now kicks and fires the full count pitch, and Wiggins skies it straight up into the air. He's going for a car. 0 for 2 on his attempts, as it'll remain full, narrowly missing another car. Wiggins digs into the box. Comes set, 1 away in the inning. And strike 3 called. Wiggins goes down looking. And now batting is number 22, Adam Fortin. Playing second base today. He had a showing not only at the plate but on the mound as well. Threw 101 pitches in their big-time win over the 9th Region foes, the Covenant Catholic Colonels. 1-0 is the count, 2 away in the inning. Rudy comes set from the belt. Now kicks and deals. Fouled straight back. One is the count. 2 away here in this inning for Adam Fortin, who's swinging a hot bat. And he checks his swing, but they'll say he went around. 1-2 is the count. Bluebirds in danger. Going 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts here, depending on this upcoming pitch. It's a 1-2 count, 2 away. Rudy comes set. Delivers a strike 3. Back-to-back Bluebirds go down looking, and Tyler Rudy off to a heck of a start. We might have ourselves a pitcher's duel in Fort Thomas. we'll flip to the top half of 2. Highlands is heading to the field. Simon Kenton will come to bat next time we talk. And we return to Highland Park. Birds went 3 up, 3 down on offense. They did have 3 strikeouts, I should say, on defense last time up. But unfortunately gave up a run. Robinson all unearned runs this season, and that unfortunate streak continues as he'll start off with a 2-0 count here to the batter, Luke Lawson, playing first base today. Watches that one go by. Looked close, but regardless, it's 3-0. Lawson, the team leader in hits to this point, and he'll watch one right down Broadway. The giveaway pitch is there, and that'll make it a 3-1 count. Very favorable hitter's count. Lawson could be swinging here, and there it is. You knew 3-1. Robinson was going to come back with another fastball. We saw it. He swung. Now it's full. Robinson with a chance to get this one back. And he does. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts to start Robinson's day. What did I talk about earlier? He is going to ride on that hardy fastball. As the catcher, Brett Bachman, drives in. There's an off-speed pitch. I mean, it's so good. I would start off every batter, first pitch fastball, and work on it. If they can't hit it, don't give them much else. As there's the nice breaking ball. And that 3-0 count on Lawson was 3 straight fastballs. Now 2-1 is the count to Brett Bachman. There's in there called strike, and it's 2-2. Robinson works quick. He's going to get up there and throw it as there's a foul straight back. He's a little behind on that off-speed pitch. I can tell you what's coming here next. Count stays at 2-2, and fans will likely like the way Robinson pitches as he gets on the mound and fires it in there quick. As there's another breaking ball that goes down into the padding behind home plate. Count once again stays 2-2. On deck, the right fielder Caleb French. Behind him, Trey Beach. As there's the fastball fouled back. Count once again stays 2-2. 3 straight fouls for Bachman. Robinson digs into his glove, possibly gripping something off speed. And it is. He slaps at it, gets past Bolton. And that is the first base hit Jake Robinson has given up today. Now with one away. The Pioneers have a base runner. There will be a courtesy runner in the game here for the catcher, Bachman. Jag Rubel will head over to first base. Now Caleb French digging in, the right fielder. And got him! Robinson, impressive pickoff move, gets the courtesy runner, and will erase. Rubel has to run back to the dugout, as on the first pitch he'll see he gets picked off. That's a huge momentum play. The pitch, oh, drills French right in the back of the neck. Robinson throws hard. That one stings. Now the runner occupies first base. Trey Beach, the final batter in this 9. Second hit by pitch by Robinson today. Rudy did not score when he was hit the first time. There's an offering to Beach. Another one of those things that sounds cliche, but first pitch strikes are a big deal, and I know they are to Robinson, as fouls that one back, and you know, that 0-1 quickly now turns into 0-2. Second you start throwing balls, that compounds, and now you're looking at deep counts, something that the Birds were able to do that quite well. French over there on first. You think Robinson here maybe going to try to offer a changeup or something off speed that Beach can roll over on, as Beach calls time. Trey Beach, one of those sort of newer secondary leadoff guys, as there's the downstairs pitch I was talking about. Nice location on that for the 0-2 pitch, and now I'm going to go 1-2, but he's got wheels. Can be hard to double off with these two. 1-2, and it's close. Looked 2-2. 2 away in the inning. The pitch is swung on and chopped over to third base, and it'll be touched in foul territory by Noah Lahner, making it 2-2. Very close no call. Trey Beach digs in for the 2-2 pitch. Robinson from the belt. Out kicks, deals. Fastball looked close again, but it's 3-2, and I apologize. I realized I wasn't updating the scoreboard. Full count with 2 away in the inning. Simon Kenton is the 1-0 lead over the Highlands Bluebirds, as rain seems to have stopped here, as that one is driven into left field. McNay tracing it and tracking it and getting the out, as Robinson gets out of that one. Caught a fly out to the 7 spot. Birds allow 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on, as Simon Kenton couldn't get anything on. Highlands come to bat to try to answer that 1 spot put up in the first. Tyler Rudy's on the mound. As we're in the bottom of the second, Noah Launer's at the plate. Launer got a base hit in the 6th yesterday that marked a decent stat line if anyone was listening. I think we had around 50 of you yesterday, but every single Bluebird in the starting 9 yesterday got a base hit. Launer was the one to mark that in the 6th inning. Hoping to continue the successes offensively. He's struggling in the 1st. Good morning, good afternoon, good night with the 3 all on strikeouts. Launer drills one into center field. But the ever-elusive Logan Judd there to track it down. Now batting's number 4, Jake Robinson. Jake Robinson, the pitcher. Launer clearly had an attack plan in that at-bat. Took the first pitch, ran with it, as Robinson swings at the first pitch as well. I believe with 2 batters going down looking in the 1st, possibly being more aggressive at the plate, was a coaching talk down in the dugout after the 1st. Birds down 1-0, count is 0-1. Robinson watches the ball go by. Just a little upstairs, and it's 1-1 with 1 away in the inning. Robinson at the plate, McNay, Anderson, Wiswell, Bolden coming up for the Bluebirds. In there, called strike. One ball, 2 strikes, and Robinson swings and misses. 4 strikeouts early for Tyler Rudy. Now Max McNay will come to the plate. McNay had a double in the 3rd inning of yesterday's game that he was able to tear the cover off of that baseball. Nearly left the yard over there in the left. He swings and misses first pitch. That's big velocity from Tyler Rudy. The next pitch, downstairs. That'll make it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. There's only 1 Bluebird on the current roster that has, call it 2 Bluebirds on the current roster that have experience in this matchup, as Robinson batted in the 9-hole last year. And they'll check the swing, say he went, making it a 1-2 count. Robinson 1 for 3 in the matchup. Nolan Schwabach, he went 1 for 3 as well. Bluebirds had a chance to win that one, would end up going down in the bottom of the 7th. Had some action on the bases, but a ground out would end that game. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Rudy on the mound from the belt. Now kicks and deals. It's drilled up the middle, base hit, and the Bluebirds are in the hit column today. And it's Max McNay with the single. And with 1 runner on, Kai Anderson will now come to the dish. Anderson had a nice at-bat in the 3rd inning that I really liked when he had a long sac fly that the boys seemed to really get excited about in the dugout. You know, when it was at-bats like that he didn't hit one over the fence, he didn't hit a line drive double in the gap that got everyone excited. It was just a quality pop fly to center field, deep enough to get the runners home. Did the job in that situation. You get Jake Robinson to score. You don't need much when Robinson's on 3rd. Now McNay going. Ball gets away from the catcher, Bachman, and McNay easily swipes 3rd. And it is a 2-0 count. 2-0's the count. There's 2 away. Two away in the inning. Rudy getting new baseballs. Pitch is skied, out of play, and foul. Baseball is going to be hard to come by today because everyone's going to be waterlogged or fouled out of play or muddy or you name it. Pitch is down and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. To the sophomore, Kai Anderson. Rudy and Robinson, very different pitching styles and pitching speeds. Rudy taking his time a bit more when Robinson's up there ready to throw. Basically as soon as the pitch comes back. Full count now for Tyler Rudy against Kai Anderson. Now Rudy steps on the rubber. Anderson, we're back in the box here. Downstairs, that's a base on balls. The first issued in this game at all. Kai Anderson will take his base. Now the lefty, Sully Wiswell, will come up to the dish. And it'll be Julian Hankins, the same courtesy runner we had last evening. Well, courtesy runner tonight. Wiswell now comes into the plate. He's battled some injuries early in this one. Only had 2 at-bats in this season as he fouls the first pitch he sees away. Fouling the first one off, it's 0-1. 2 away. Hankins gets his lead off first. McNay dances off a second, and Wiswell skies one into left field. It's Horde giving chase in foul ground. And it's a pop-out. The Birds leave 2 on as Wiswell's fly ball to left ends the inning. We got ourselves officially a pitcher's duel as it's 1-0 Simon Kenton. And we'll head to the end of the second inning. We head to the top of the third. Highlands still down 1-0. We head to the top of the third inning in Fort Thomas as Robinson's first pitch is a called strike to their leadoff hitter, the designated hitter, number 33, Caleb Yole. He grounded out to the shortstop, 6-3 put away his last time up. And and it's quickly a 1-1 count. Robinson back from the full, now kicks and fires. It is chopped behind the catcher, Anderson. Personally, if we look at the upcoming broadcast, I'll be taking a little bit of a break because we got spring break coming up. But as we head into the month of April, the Birds hit the road down to Tennessee for a game. Robinson now from the full in the 2-2 count, and it is checked. Did he go? No is the call. And that makes it full. Looked like he may have gone, but the call is not to be, and a foul ball will keep it full. Simon Kenton's done a great job early in this one, just continuously keeping up with Robinson, his pitches, and they've kept it full as there's a pitch downstairs, looked close, looked a little low, and that'll send the runner to first base as Caleb Ewell gets on here in the top of the third. Jacob Piper now comes to the plate after striking out swinging his first time up, but he would get to first on the error by Anderson. But the Birds' upcoming games, they got this one. Then tomorrow they head to Macon to take on Holmes. Then in Powell, they'll take on a Tennessee team. March the 29th and March the 31st, they're back in Northern Kentucky to play St. Henry. Then April 1st, they'll take on the Connor Cougars right here. Then a bit of a break as it's spring break. And then I'll be back with a live broadcast on April the 7th from Thomas More Stadium as there is a strike called. And then also down in Tennessee, it'll be the Belfry Pirates, as I'm being informed as we speak, because there's another pickoff attempt. Robinson already got one on that earlier today. Apologize for the camera difficulties we're dealing with right now. Fortunately, we have no fix for that. In the meantime, it's a 2-1 count with nobody away. Runner on first is Ewell, who got on via the base on balls. Pitch is swung on and missed. That'll make it a 2-2 count. In the first inning, especially when Robinson was getting his strikeouts, I noticed he was living a lot more with 2 strikes on that fastball. I'd like to see him go back to that here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is the fastball. That's grounded on the right side, and it'll get past Fortin and into the outfield for a base hit. The 2 hits he's given up today have been very similar, both ground balls taken in the gap. Now batting's number 15, Tyler Rudy. Digs in after getting hit in the back, the neck, his first time up. Robinson from the stretch. Deals in. It is a called strike. Runner goes. Anderson throws down. Not in time. The runner at first base did not advance. Now runners at the corners for Simon Kenton. 1-1 is the count, nobody away. Simon Kenton's got an opportunity to get another one home. Make this a 2-0 ball game. Pitch, runner goes, Anderson throws down, not in time. Ball is not controlled by Fortin. The runner does not go. Anderson looks confused as the first and third sign was given, potentially for a cutoff play, but now it's a 2-1 count. taking advantage of possibly the catcher behind the plate and the experience or lack thereof in varsity games, which is good that Anderson's getting that now. If he's going to have these games and he can adapt quickly, that could be huge for region time. Downstairs, ball 4, and they're juiced. Rudy takes the base on balls. And now there will be a mound visit from assistant coach Chris Hendricks. Nobody out. The bases, they're loaded. And that'll bring up Logan Judd. Judd's second on this team in hits. He's going to lay down a bunt, and boy, is it a good one. No one's covering first base. Ball gets into the outfield, and the Highlands nightmares continue as that will nearly unload the bases. 2 score. Yule was able to dart home, and then Piper didn't have much to worry about, and that'll send Rudy to third, all on an E1. And all the credit to Judd. As I think you could almost justify the bunt as a single. Because the first pitch is in there for a called strike. Now Charlie Overton, who struck out looking his last time up. And, the throw might not have been great, but there was no one covering the bag. No one was there. As show bunt, Anderson throws down to third, and it gets away. Another run will score via the error. Now McNay throws it away, getting it into the infield, and a runner goes to third. E2 gets Rudy to the plate. Anderson's third error marked in the book today. And it is 4-0 Simon Kenton. Robinson still has yet to give up an earned run. Swing and a miss, and it's an 0-1 count. Correction. He's a little behind there with all the errors. That's a strikeout. And Overton strikes out for the second time today. And Lawson takes his first pitch and gets it and fouls it away. Judd is on third. Scoring this inning was Yule, Piper, and Rudy. Overton went down on strikes, and now we're here. You could debate that one of those runs was possibly earned, but for the sake of this, and that one goes right back to Robinson, a comebacker that he flips back to the mound. And with 2 away in the inning, the put away goes 1-3. And now Brett Bachman, who singled his last time off, and his courtesy runner was picked off over at first. 4-0. Highlands has simply struggled with errors. 6 errors early in this game for Highlands. And folks, we're in the top of the third. 2 away. It's a 1-1 count. Robinson now from the full. Pitch is in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2. And that one's upstairs, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Robinson now kicks and deals, and it's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, as the count will stay. Robinson comes set. Kicks, deals, and it's downstairs. Now the count runs full. Full count, 2 away. The pitch is chopped backwards, and we'll do the full count again. The other thing you got to think of now, these have been long innings. Robinson's pitch count is quickly climbing upwards, which means you could have to go to the bullpen a little earlier than you possibly had hoped for. That one's chopped foul again. Robinson just can't seem to put Bachman away here. (3-2). Robinson's pitch is chopped foul once again. Eight pitches this at bat. And it's fouled again. We'll do it for pitch number 9. Robinson loving it out there. Gives a smile. Says, why not? Full count, 2 away. The pitch upstairs. Robinson walks him, and he wisely realizes it's a live ball. So 10 pitches later, the full count results.
Bachman works the base on balls.
And a base on balls. Now there's runners on the corner with 2 away.
We're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Bachman.
Courtesy runner into the game. See who this is once he. It looks like
Number 11.
it'll be number 11, Jag Rubel, the same courtesy runner we saw last inning when he was picked off over at first base. Fresh count after the base on balls, and Robinson goes right for the pickoff move. Two away in this top half of the third. Another pickoff attempt. That one's close. Rubel didn't even dive back that case. Now Caleb French has not seen a pitch yet in his at-bat. We've seen 2 pickoff moves. 2 away. And it is close. Called a ball. A little upstairs. And there's 2 away in this inning. Robinson just looking to get out of this one. And bunt shown. And now we'll go 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. So runner goes. Now the throw down by Anderson is there, and it gets him. Kai Anderson nabs Jag Rubel.
Rubel caught stealing. It was Anderson put out.
And Highlands finally gets out of that disastrous third inning. Caleb French had bat when we returned for Simon Kenton.
Burns coming to bat.
But Highlands is coming to bat. And I'll see you shortly as Rudy on the mound, and we're ready to get things going. Finn Bolton at the plate as we return here in the bottom of the third. Highlands needs to get something going with the bats. Birds have one hit today. And it's also been a long time since the Bluebirds have seen at-bats. It's a lengthy top of the third. That one's close, but called a ball. 2-0 is the count here. Finn Bolton at the plate, the pitch. Upstairs, called a ball, and it's 3-0. Bolton takes the base on balls, and I just left to go check our bullpen activity as Patrick Davidson is warming up in the bullpen. The pitcher who was supposed to go last night. Here's Nolan Schwabach, one of the two that have experience against this Simon Kenton staff. There's a fifth straight ball here to start this inning. Pickoff attempt, not in time. One oh's the count. Rudy comes set and throws his sixth consecutive ball. Now you figure this is a mental game. You'd imagine, I don't have Coach Benzinger's signs in front of me, but whatever the take sign is, you'd figure that's on full display as now a mound visit for the Simon Kenton Pioneers.
Highlands Baseball would like to thank its 2025 season sponsor, the Grand Slam sponsor, the Davidson family, Bluebird sponsors, Suzanne Wolf-Bucher, Dietrich Leasing, the Gordon family, Fab Freshman, the Betzer family, the Rushman family, the Schaefer family, and the Tomlin family. We appreciate our sponsors and everyone who supports Highlands Baseball. Go Birds.
These are going to be a problem.
What? Oh, this is so good. You get everything dusty and cracked.
Those are probably
That's so good. All right, Schwabach, 3-0. Let's get another base runner.
2 balls, no strikes to Nolan Schwabach. That one in there, 2-1. You also figure with Rudy sitting that long in the cold, that likely was not great for his arm as there's a pickoff attempt. Little sunlight poking out here in Highland Park. Other directions don't look so hot, as you can see on the top of your screen. As the next one is hit on the left side. Piper is able to corral it, but that's an infield single for Nolan Schwabach, and the Birds have some activity going.
Collects an infield single for the Bluebirds. Bolden slides safely to scoring position. The Birds in business. At the plate for Highlands, the designated hitter, number 57.
Here's Garrett Wiggins. Wiggins went down looking in the first inning. Now with 2 on, all you're looking for is anything but a ground ball to the infield here. And he's bunting, and it goes straight back. What an awful bunt. I mean, seriously, you not know how to put... Bunt attempt went straight back. It's 0-1. Wiggins has some speed. Even a seeing eyes ground ball won't be 2. That one gets down. Impressive job there by Bachman to corral it, and it's 2-1. big time saving play there by Bachman. That would have put 2 in scoring position. 1-1. Up and away. Now it's 3-1. I may have been behind the pitch. I believe it's 2-1 now. Two-one. The pitch inside, and now it's 3-1. Predicted a pitch before it happened, but regardless, it's now 3-1, and with the lack of consistency with strikes, you figure this may be a take. You hate to auto take, especially at this level, but you figured this might be one as he fouls one back. That was a strike. You do have some heavy hitters on deck, though. Adam Ford, Noah Launer, Jake Robinson, Max McNay. Now we got a full count. Nobody away. The pitch. Outside, and we're full of them. The Birds have 3 runners on for Adam Ford.
The bases are full of birds. At the plate for Highlands, the second baseman, number 22, Adam Fortin.
Adam Fortin digs in here with a big time opportunity. Digs in and puts one left side base hit. 1 run scores. 2 runs come in to score. Wiggins stays at second despite Hord's struggles in left field. And that is a 2 RBI single that cuts it to a 2-run game. Big time right there. That'll score Finn Bolden.
Now batting for Highlands, the third baseman,
Scores Nolan Schwalbach. Keeps
Noah Launer.
Garrett Wiggins at second, and his single will put him at first. Wiggins potentially, I think, had a shot at third there. Decided to stay at second, but that's why that walk by Garrett Wiggins was so big, because now you've got some really nice bats behind him. Now Wiggins takes third. Didn't matter. Ball got behind Bachman, and it is a 1-0 count now with runners in scoring position.
Wiggins and Fortin both move up a bag into scoring position.
1 ball, no strikes. 2 runners in scoring position. Both get pretty big leads. That one's up in the air. That will do the job. Catch is made by Judd, and a close play, but Wiggins is able to score, and that's a nice piece of quality hitting.
Sacrifice fly, RBI for Launer.
Sack fly in the book with an RBI.
As Schwalbach slides safely to home ahead of the throw from Judd.
Garrett Wiggins was able to score.
Coming to the plate for Highlands,
Fortin will stay at second base.
the pitcher, number 4.
Here's Jake Robinson. As that pitch goes downstairs, 4-3 is the score. The 1-0 is fouled straight back by Robinson. That'll make it a 1-1. Looking back at this inning that's been so successful is Adam Fortin, who got the RBI single. That would score Finn Bolden and Nolan Schwalbach. Garrett Wiggins worked the walk to make him full. Pass ball. And there's another one, a wild pitch that gets behind Bachman. He's able to corral it, and that'll send the runner to third and make it a 2-1 count. Fortin advances to third. 2-1, and for a guy that's been so dominant,
Moves up the bag. Robinson
the Birds couldn't touch Rudy in the first 2, and now it's a 1-run ball game. 2-1. Rudy comes set. one is slapped into right field. And we're tied.
Robinson's RBI single to right.
That is just like what Robinson did yesterday and what I talked about in the pregame show.
Now batting for Highlands, the left fielder, number 32, Max McNay.
Robinson was doing that all kinds of ways yesterday, and
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, Robinson.
Robinson now gets courtesy runner by Max Gabbard.
Max Gabbard taking Robinson's place in first. McNay
Just
was
slapping
playing.
him into the outfield. Didn't take much.
One down.
In play and did a great job of just doing a job is what Coach will say. Just do a job. You don't have to do a ton more. And that's what he did. Pitch is close but called a ball, and it'll be 1-0 to start the at-bat. Yes. One ball, no strikes. We're tied at 4 after this 4-run third inning. Max Gabbard, the courtesy runner for Jake Robinson on first base. The book's getting a little messy after these last 2 innings, as that pitch is in there for a called strike. It is now 1-1. Still only one away in this inning. However, a ground ball here, as Rudy's likely aiming for that, would end this one as fouled straight back. For years, everyone thought that foul straight back meant you were right on time just below it, but that would actually be you're behind on it. He's getting some giddy up on his fastball. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is upstairs. Runner goes. Gabbard is safe at second. Ball gets behind, but Judd is there as backup.
Gabbard swipes in
And now it's 2-2.
ahead of the Bachman throw.
Now there's no chance of the double play ground ball with one away in this inning. Pitch is swung on and missed, and that'll be a strikeout. The first of the inning as McNay goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Kai Anderson.
Rudy gets McNay on strikes for out number 2. At the plate for the Birds.
Anderson got on via the base on balls last time up.
Kai Anderson. Anderson walked in the second.
2 away in the inning, but there is RBI opportunity with Gabbard in scoring position. Pitch is fouled straight back. Birds put up a 4-piece. Wiswell on deck, the only batter that has not seen a plate appearance this inning for the Highlands Bluebirds. 0-1 is downstairs, gets by Bachman, and great base running by Max Gabbard will allow him to take third base.
Max Gabbard moves up on the ball in the turf.
That has also been a killer for Simon Kenton this inning. Has been those pass balls and wild pitches. Pitch is not in the zone. It'll be 2-1. Two away in the inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. All knotted at 4. The go-ahead run for Highlands is 90 feet away. And Anderson in a favorable hitter's count here, 3-1. You'd expect a pitch to hit here if you're Kai Anderson. I'd be about ready to swing out of my shoes on this pitch. And it's downstairs. Wisely, Anderson will walk for the second time, and the Bluebirds have officially batted around.
Kai Anderson works a walk from Rudy. He'll make his way to first. Birds will have runners on the corner.
Runners on the corner for Highlands. 2 away. courtesy runner would be my guess here, coming up for the catcher Anderson. And now here is a mound visit, and we'll have a new arm on the mound when we return. Highlands has put up a 4-piece in this inning, and we're tied at 4.
We have a pitching change for the Pioneers.
We have a number on that.
Which one?
New pitcher.
Yeah, I didn't see who they brought in.
This kid right there. No, it's 20-something.
Who's also
21.
gloves?
Okay, so 21. 21 is Alex Easybuck. Easybuck. That's a great last name.
Where is he? Yeah, where is he?
So Easybuck.
Like, who came out? There's 6 first baseman. Who's Rudy gonna go to first? That's all. Go first.
Step black.
21. What was his first name?
Alex Easybuck. Okay, so there's no change in the batting lineup. So then,
Pitching change with the Pioneers, number 21, Alex Easybuck, onto the mound. Looks like we might have a defensive change too.
it sounds like overtime.
Easybuck will replace Lawson in the lineup. I believe Rudy will move to first.
Is that we're going with Rudy versus first?
Grab the glove. It's first baseman's glove.
So,
It looked, I don't know. There he is, the big guy.
he's going to first. So now where does
Lawson's out, Easybuck's in, the 6 hole.
so
And
now 21?
we just need to switch the position on Rudy. Coming to the plate for the Bluebirds. The designated hitter, number 2, Sully Wiswell.
Sully Wiswell at the plate for Highlands after a couple defensive substitutions here. Rudy will now take over duties at first, and Alex Easybuck is our newest arm on the mound here for Simon Kenton. He does not have any appearances this year, so fresh for this appearance as that first pitch is a ball in the turf. Lawson has exited the ballgame. Easybuck also did not have any appearances in varsity last year, meaning this is his first varsity appearance for the junior. 1-0 is the count. And it's a strike. Wiswell's last time up would fly out to left field in foul territory. And ball gets away from the catcher Bachman, though wisely Gabbard will stay at third, but that'll mean Julian Hankins, the courtesy runner,
Hankins
will go over to second base.
scoring position.
2-1 is the count.
Wiswell to play. Easybuck on the mound.
2 away in this inning. We're all tied at 4, and if Wiswell can put one in the outfield, Birds go up by 2, and that's what he'll do.
Yeah, he dumps it.
Wiswell dumps one into left field, and they're going to hold Hankins at third, scoring Max Gabbard and Sully Wiswell.
RBI single to left for Wiswell. Puts the Birds in front. Hankins all the way to third. Runners are on the corners for the Bluebirds.
Scoring is Gabbard. Hankins goes to third.
Number 5.
And now number 5, Finn Bolden,
Bolden walked and scored this
will
inning.
take over his second at bat this inning. He would walk and score the first time up. And he grounds one on the right side. That's going to get through. An RBI single for Finn Bolden. And just like that, the Birds take a 2-run lead.
RBI single for Bolden. Hankins
Still, all in the bottom of the third, 6 runs for Highlands this inning.
well into scoring position. Now batting for Highlands. The center
Now
fielder,
batting for Highlands, the center fielder,
Number
Nolan
3.
Schwalbach.
Nolan Schwabach. Schwabach singled and scored in the third.
He's scored. He will be also getting his second at-bat this inning. I'd say it's a tough spot for those Simon Kenton fielders to be in as well. They've been out a long time, but I think this is going to be a positive for Jake Robinson. He's going to get to come onto the mound after, getting a lot of rest, getting a chance to get warm. Ball goes out on the right side, and it's out of play. Patrick Davidson's still been warming up out in the bullpen. This Highlands team I talked about last night, they can hit. Once they're on, these guys can put bat on the ball 1 through 9. We saw it last night. Last night, today, we saw it on opening day as well. And that one gets by. Both runners will advance. That has been a killer for Simon Kenton in this inning. The pass balls and wild pitches.
Move up 90 feet on the pitch to the backstop.
1-1 is the count. Finn Bolden at second. Sully Wiswell at third. And now if Schwalbach, like he's been able to do all year, can put one in the outfield, it'll probably score 2. That one is high in the air. Left field. Impressive by Horde to track that one down at the track. He put a barrel onto that one, as that will conclude
Yes, Horde makes the play for the Pioneers in deep left.
this inning. Highlands puts up a 6 spot in the third, going up 2. It's now 6-4.
That'll put it into the third. The Birds.
The Bluebirds
Late 6.
will now go into the field. Jake Robinson's on the mound when we return.
Score. Highlands 6, Simon Kenton 4. They chased Rudy. Got it easy, but pretty easy. I was wondering, this is a good sized kid. What
JV for a reason.
he throws strikes, but they're in batting practice. Lead off with Wiggins. 6 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Eric got the 70 baseballs. One error, 2 left on. I don't know how many. Robinson from the dugout back to the mound to start the fourth for the Bluebirds. Leading off for the Pioneers, the right fielder, number 16, Caleb French. French hit by a pitch in the second.
And we're back. First pitch. Adam Ford, the second baseman, will take care of the ground ball. And we've got one out early.
Schaefer for out number 1. Put goes 4-3.
4-3 quickly. I wasn't even ready to turn the broadcast. Folks, I'm not sure if we're back streaming. On my end, we're back streaming. I believe we're back. I apologize. The internet went out in here in the press box. We should be back now. I'm getting green lights all around. It's a 2-1 count as we stand. And Finn Bolden was able to get the most recent out. So far in this inning, we've had a couple errors, a couple pass balls, a single, and we're tied after 2 runs scored. It was a big double by Logan Judd, base hit, getting on by the air by Piper, and the base hit was by Rudy. And there's a base on balls for Brett Bachman. Correction, Bachman was the one who went out 6-3. Caleb French was the one who just got on via the base on balls. It's French's second free pass today. His first came in the form of the hit by pitch in the second. Now it's a 1-1 count. Two away. There's a called strike. Now it's 1-2 with a chance for Davidson to get out of this mess with the bases loaded. The pitch swung on and fouled backwards. And that one, strike 3. Runner gets to the plate. And in one of the most unique scoring plays we'll ever see,
He reaches safely as the ball gets away. Judd crosses the plate for Simon Kenton. They take a 1-run lead.
it'll be a strikeout. An E2 on the score. Now it's 0-1. And an unfortunate way for Simon Kenton to take the lead in this one. As that one across the plate is a called ball. One ball, one strike, 2 away. The pitch is downstairs, and it's 2-1. 2-1 the count. You can ill afford to do much worse in this inning. 2-1. Two away here in a big spot for Davidson. The Birds now down a run. 3 more chances at the plate. Downstairs, and it's 3-1. Possibly could see a pitching change if this is a ball 4. Pitch is downstairs, and the Birds have walked in a run. And just like the Birds did an inning ago, the Pioneers have batted around as there's a walked-in run. Moving French to third, Beach to first, or to second, and Yule to first. Now they're going to stick with Davidson as he grounds one right back to him. It'll be a foul ball.
You'll be credited with an RBI on base loaded 1. At the plate for Simon Kenton, the shortstop, number 1, Jacob Piper, reached on there and scored.
0-1 the count. Piper at the plate. The pitch is right there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Now the Birds down 8-6. Piper today is 1 for 3, but to recap the Bluebirds' day, he's reached 3 times. That one driven into right field, Wiggins underneath of it, and Wiggins makes the catch. Davidson walks off the mound in frustration.
Piper in the air, and that'll do it for Simon Kenton, half of 5. They played 4 on a couple of hits, a couple of walks, a couple of errors. Birds
They bat around and put up 4. Highlands now down 2. They got some work to do heading into we were figuring out our lineup switch, Max Gabbard will go ahead and reach on an error here in the bottom of the 5th.
At the plate for Highlands, the left fielder, number 32.
Now we got number 32, Max McNay, the left fielder. Max Gabbard batted for the pitcher, which you'd say their pitching change next inning. Danny Hurley was in the bullpen. At the plate is Max McNay as he skies one high in the air. Beach gets it.
Beach takes care of the McNay fly ball on the infield.
Now there's one away.
For out number 1. Now batting for Highlands, the catcher, number 7.
Now it's Kai Anderson at the plate. Last time up, he would walk and then later score. He's 0 for 0 today with 2 walks. Anderson, the sophomore catcher at the plate, in an 1-0 count. Pitch is drilled into center field, and it will... Oh! It's caught! Tremendous catch! Oh, unbelievable!
Anderson's line drive to center is stabbed by Judd for out number 2.
Logan Judd stabs it out of the air.
At the plate,
What a catch!
designated hitter, number 2, Sully Winswell.
Now it's Sully Wiswell at the plate. Anderson robbed of a base hit.
In the 3rd.
Next pitch is downstairs, and Gabbard will swipe the bag.
Gabbard steals second in the scoring position. Reverse.
Now Wiswell in the 1-0 count. There are 2 down in this inning. Daylight fading here at Highland Park as that one swung on and missed. One is the count, and that one is hit fairly well into left field, but it's out of play and in foul ground. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Second base is Max Gabbard. Pitch is chopped and it's fouled away. Wiswell is battling here in this 1-2 count. Pitch is skied in the air, left side. It looks like it'll be out of play, and it is. We'll do the 1-2 again. One, 2 is the count. There's 2 away in the inning. Highlands down 2 with their tying run at the plate. It's Sully Wiswell, the designated hitter, with Finn Bolden, the last in the lineup, on deck. Now Wiswell chops one to the pitcher. Going to be a tough play. He makes the throw, and that will end the inning. 1-3 goes the put away. Bluebirds put a goose egg in the bottom half of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th. Highlands going to head into the field. They need to hold the Pioneers. He did pitch against Dayton. He had 1 inning, 3 strikeouts.
At the plate for Simon Kenton. First
We
base
return to baseball.
Tyler Rudy.
Tyler Rudy's at the plate here now in the top half of the 6th. Let me clear the scoreboard away. It'll be Danny Hurley on the mound, who has an outing at this ballpark. He pitched against Dayton on opening day here at Highland Park. Had an inning, struck out all 3. Nobody out. Here's first pitch, great looking pitch there by Danny Hurley, and it's a 2-1 count, or a 1-2 count, excuse me, to Tyler Rudy. The next pitch is downstairs, scooped by Anderson, and Rudy has found himself into a 2-2 count. Hurley comes set, now kicks and deals, down and away, and it's now full 3-2. We've seen this a couple times today by Highlands pitchers where they start off strong and then lose during counts and during at-bats, as that one's drilled into right center field. That's going to be a base hit, if not more. Off the wall now, Schwalbach's got it, fires in a dart, past the cutoff man. Bolton couldn't haul it in. Had him there, phenomenal throw by Schwalbach, and Bolton could not corral it.
Doubles to the right center field wall.
It'll be a double for Tyler Rudy, his second hit of the day. And that's how the Pioneers will start off this top half
Number 12, Logan Judd.
of the 6th. Now here's Logan Judd.
Double scored in the 5th.
He had a big double in the 5th with scoring an error. Judd coming off his incredible diving catch. And folks, for here in the top of the 6th, and we are losing daylight quickly. And for a stadium that does not have lights, we hope we can play as long as we can, but we're not sure how long. It's up to our crew, headed by Donchez Martin today. 0-1 is the early count. Nobody away, runner in scoring position is Tyler Rudy. 8-6 Pioneer lead. Hurley. Away. Count moves to 1-1. Hurley steps off. Bunt shown. Now the pitch is in, and it'll be a called ball. Interestingly enough, the Pioneers have shown more bunting opportunities today, as there's another one, and it goes right down the line. Good-looking bunt. Anderson pumps it. Doesn't get it off, and now there's... And I would agree. That's a single, says official. Rules scoring committee here in the press box will agree on the fact that that is a bunt single, and now runners go to the corners.
Now batting for Simon Kenton and third baseman, number 9, Charlie Overton. In violation.
Now Overton with a chance to do some real damage in this game. I mean, you look at the possibility this could end early with daylight. This could, the lack of Highlands bats that have been active today, some runs here could be the nails. Birds have put up 6 runs in 1 inning and nothing the rest of this ball game. And that one's drilled into right field. That's a base hit. One will score. And now rolling to second base is number 9, Overton. The runner gets home safe.
RBI for Overton.
Judd gets home safely.
Over to third.
Correction, Judd will go over to third. Rudy will
Overton ends up
score.
on second.
Overton goes to second on the double.
Now batting for Simon Kenton, the pitcher.
Now Now batting for Simon Kenton is the pitcher, number 6, Luke
Lawson.
Lawson, who started off at third base in this one, watches the first one go by. It's an 0-1 count. 96 is the score. 1-1's your count here as Simon Kenton is the leader of the Highlands Bluebirds. That one's in there for a called strike. It is dark. It is getting harder and harder to see the ball come into the catcher's mitt. Personally, headlights are coming on to cars as the ball gets into the backstop, and another wild pitch for Highlands. Both teams have struggled in that category, and that's now double-digit runs for the Simon Kenton Pioneers as
Judd crosses the plate on the wild pitch.
they'll go up 10-6 on the wild pitch. It's a 2-2 count. Still nobody out in this top half of the 6th. Rare time we have to turn the lights on in the press box. Full count. Pitch is fouled straight back. We're full, nobody out. Runner on third. Pitch is grounded right at Fortin. He'll watch the runner back to third and make the easy out. And it'll go 4-3 the put away. And that'll bring up Brett Bachman.
Now batting for Simon Kenton, the catcher, number 5, Brett Bachman.
Brett Bachman now comes to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today with a walk in the third. There's one away in this inning. The pitch close, called a ball. Pitch is drilled on the right side. Nice play, but Lahner drops it on the transfer. He was able to catch the liner, but
I don't even know what you call
I think you got to call that a base hit. It was really hard hit, tough play for Lahner to corral. I'm going to go ahead and give that one a base hit. Runner did not score.
Bachman reads the
back.
save.
He's back.
We have a
Oh,
courtesy runner. Bachman.
That was just 20. Looks like that's number
Looks like number
28.
Candy Lascano. At first.
Correction, that's number 20, Candy Lascato.
The right fielder. Number 16, Caleb French, who walked back in the fifth.
Now it's Caleb French at the plate, and the ball gets by. Runner will take second base. Now two runners in the scoring position. Wind starts to blow as that pitch is now skied on the right side. Fortin giving chase, and he dives, nearly makes the incredible catch. They'll say it's in play, and the throw naps him at the plate. The throw will at least get the runner, so the score will stay 10-6. And now there's 2 outs in this inning.
We have a tag at the plate. The ball is fair. A couple runners in second. Third.
Now 2 runners still remain in scoring position.
At the plate for Simon Kenton, the second baseman, number 3, Trey Beach.
Now Trey Beach at the plate here, 2 away in this top half of the 6th. Pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. 2 away in this inning. For Highlands, they've struggled with errors, pass balls, wild pitches. And subtract their 1 6-run inning, they've struggled at the plate as well. pitch is close but called a ball. It'll be 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one is close but called a ball. Now 3-1. Well, you'd absolutely hate to walk Beach here, as this is the 9 hitter. And that one's drilled past the outstretched glove of Bolton. And the 9 hitter gets on with his first hit of the day. 2 runs score. Anderson thought he got the tag down, but a double for Beach. It'll score Bachman's courtesy runner, and it'll score French. And with 2 away, inside.
Now batting for Simon Kenton, the designated hitter, number 33, walked his last at bat. Let's credit him with an RBI.
So I think he was out, but I think Anderson's reaction get. And now, and folks, we were filling in our book and discussing there was an out. Interference. Looks like it was interference. Go back and watch it. Looks like it was interference. It looks like, folks, we're filling in books and catching up here in the rules committee of the press box. It appears it was an interference call. That was the last out of that inning. We didn't have a great vantage point on it. But now it's the bottom of the 6th. There was a meeting between coaches and officials, so you wondered this could be the final inning regardless. Maybe if every car out there turns their headlights on, we've got... The Birds have suffered in the field, though. 9 errors. Simon Kenton's also struggled in the area of left on base, as they've left 9 runners on. And that'll bring up number 5. For Highlands, that's Finn Bolton here. It's our last batter in the lineup.
Set to lead off the inning for the Bluebirds, the shortstop, number 5, Finn Bolden. Bolden with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
His last at-bat was a single. Drove some runners in. Now looking to get on here in the bottom half of the 6th and hopefully ignite a rally here for the Highlands Bluebirds. He also walked in the 3rd as the first one is chopped on the right side. No one's covering first base, but it'll be the pitcher who misses the bag. He missed the bag. That is the correct call in my eyes. It did appear as though he was not covering the bag here, as that's the first act of this bottom of the 6th.
For an infield single.
It'll be an infield single.
At the plate for Highlands, leadoff hitter, center fielder, number 3, Nolan.
Now it's Nolan Schwalbach with a chance to do some more damage. As his last time up, he drilled a baseball. It just so happened to find somebody in the right spot at the right time. One runner on, nobody out for Nolan Schwalbach. In center field today will, in all probability, be the Bluebirds' everyday center fielder, though he was getting some bullpen time in the offseason. Foul ball. could see instances where Schwalbach toes the rubber this year. 12-6 is the score. We've also started to see an increase now as umbrellas are coming out and the rain has started to pick up here at Highland Park once again. In there for a called strike, and it's 2-2. Nobody out, and you got to imagine here that for Simon Kenton, the pitcher here, number 5, Bachman, is going to, or correction, that's number 6, Lawson. Try to pitch Schwalbach down, and that one fouled away. 2-2 is the count. Pitch is drilled on the left side. That's a base hit. Bolden moves up to second. It was right past the glove of Piper. And Schwalbach, possibly swinging the hottest bat on the team, continues as he gets a single, and Bolden goes to second in scoring position.
Now batting for the Birds, the right fielder, number 57, Garrett Wiggins.
Here's Garrett Wiggins, batting second in the lineup today. Nobody out. Wiggins with a chance to possibly drive in 2 here with Schwalbach's speed at first, as that one's popped straight up into the air and out of play. 0-1. Next one downstairs. It's 1-1. Wiggins today is 0 for 2. Got on via the walk in the 3rd inning. Count now is 1-1. Pitch is hit hard into left field. That's a base hit, and they're going to hold the runner at 3rd. Bases are now loaded for Adam Ford.
The bases are full of Birds.
3 straight singles for Highlands.
The second baseman, number 22.
For Adam Fortin.
Horton.
Fortin yesterday, all kinds of base hits, went 3 for 4. We could use some of that right here. This team, I think for Highlands, you look at it, you say its strength is going to be swinging the baseball bat. There's a hot shot that went foul. Now it's an 0-1 count. The pitch, curveball, it was just out of the zone. That's a 1-1 count. Wiggins matching the distance from the bag of the first baseman as he is way off the bag. The pitch is big swing and a miss. Fortin, I think I felt the breeze up here. He's looking to do damage with that bat, and it's 1-2. Birds were putting him out there to right center field yesterday at Covenant Catholic. Definitely a couple that may have left the yard here at Highland Park, because that one skied into right field. It's out of play and foul. 1-2 is the count. Still nobody out in this inning. Birds are full of bases. Bases are full of Birds. Next pitch is close. Call a ball. Fortin still in this at bat, and he's battling. 2-2. Still on the mound for Covenant Catholic, Luke Lawson. Pitch is hit high in the air. Left side, and it is well foul. Another one that Fortin hit pretty hard, just needs to straighten it out. He's had a couple good contact in this at bat, but just long strikes. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out. 2-2. Upstairs, now we're full. This is a big pitch right here. This could very well be very impactful to the rest of this game. Pitches upstairs and a bases loaded walk. Now that makes it 12-7.
Number 16, Noah Lauder.
Bolden comes home to score, moving Schwalbach to third, Wiggins to second, and Fortin heads to first. Lauder will now come to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. He's a sac fly in the third, but I think you look at what he's done with the bat in his hands, and he's had hard hit balls. There's 6-0! Out couldn't be made. That's an error.
The ball gets by.
And Lauder gets on via the fielder's choice error. And that makes 8-12. The Bluebirds now within 4. Schwalbach comes home. Wiggins goes to third. Fortin goes to second. Lauder gets on via the fielder's choice E6. And now at the plate is number 20, Sam Rushman, who is batting in the place of Max Gabbard. And that one's ripped left side, base hit. 2 are going to score. Fortin halts at third. Now he's coming home. Fortin comes home safe, and it's a 2-run ball game.
2 runs cross in the third as the ball gets by the left fielder.
Sam Rushman. Off the bench. First pitch he sees goes into the outfield. Wiggins scores. Fortin scores. Lauder halts at second. That one called a ball. Now 12-10. Very interesting, as if this was scheduled to be the final inning, and who knows what was said in that meeting. Who knows what happens if the Bluebirds can tie this one up. Now at the plate is Max McNay. Now in a 1-1 count. Nobody out here. As McNay drills one on the right side, that's a base hit. They're going to hold Lauder at third, and the bases are juiced after a Max McNay single.
McNay singles to right, bases are loaded. Lauder to third. Rushman to second in scoring position. McNay stands on
Now McNay at first. Rushman at second, Lauder over there at third, and all of a sudden, the Bluebirds' go-ahead run is at first base. For number 7, Kai Anderson.
Now batting for Highlands, the catcher, number 7, Kai Anderson.
The young gun in a big spot here. Pitcher's mound. Here's a meeting.
Pitching change for the Pioneers.
Brooks Hendricks will head over to third base to run for Noah Lahner. Judd is now on the mound. Logan Judd now towing the rubber for Simon Kenton. It's Kai Anderson at the plate in a big-time spot. Judd has not seen the rubber yet this year. Pitch is in there for a called strike. (12-10). Runners on all bases. Next one's in there for a called strike. Pepper in the zone here. From the full, here's the 0-2. Judd gets away. No one's going to come around to score, and the wise move by Brooks Hendricks. The pitch was thrown too hard. It bounced off the backstop too quickly. And a wise move by Hendricks and a wise move by Anderson there as well. You saw he immediately ran to the other side of the batter's box, didn't want to interfere, made sure he was going to be able to say down, down, down if the runner was coming. Great play by the sophomore Anderson. Now it's a 1-2 count. Nobody out. Ball into the outfield, ties it. It's away. Also away from the catcher, Bachman. But it'll go 2-2. And all of a sudden, a count that started 0-2 has gone 2-2 on two pitches that weren't particularly close to the zone. From the full, it's Judd. He kicks, he delivers. It's chopped right back to him. He throws to the plate. There's one, and they will get the important out.
Put out goes 1-2. Erasing Hendricks.
Hendricks will be erased, and now this becomes a little more difficult.
That is the first out of the inning.
Bases remain loaded. Anderson's over at first base. And he is the go-ahead run in this case.
Number 2, Sully Wiswell.
That is a 1-2 fielder's choice as Sully Wiswell comes to the plate. It is an 0-1 count now after that first pitch strike. The Birds have batted around in this inning, and there's another one called strike. We've seen back-to-back batters now take the first two pitches that were pretty good pitches to hit, fastballs, and taking them to go down 0-2. Still one out in this inning. 0-2 is the count. Judd's pitch, close, called a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away for Sully Wiswell. Finn Bolden, who started this inning, is on deck, who singled and later scored. Wiswell gets out of the way, and the exact same situation as Anderson's at bat now coming to fruition as it's 2-2 after starting 0-2. Wiswell has not swung the bat yet. Two, 1 away. 12-10 is the score. Here's the pitch. Inside, nearly decked him. And the count runs full.
Bases are full. Judd on the mound. Wiswell at the plate. 1 down.
Judd steps onto the rubber in the full windup. It's a full count. Pitch coming to Wiswell. The pitch is inside. The Birds are within 1.
Balls. He'll be credited with an RBI.
That is an RBI.
That's the Pioneer lead by 1. Now batting for Highlands, the shortstop, number 5.
Rushman comes home to score.
Bolden. Singles.
At third base is Max McNay, and at second base is Kai Anderson. We're now 2 innings behind in our book after this is the second time Highlands has come around and batted around. First pitch is fouled away by Finn Bolden. A lot of offense today. a combined 23 runs in this one. Pitch is 1-1. It has gotten extremely dark. We can't really see the pitches from up here, and I can't imagine what it would be to be down there on this field. They do have to finish the at-bat. I believe they may have to finish the inning because Highlands is the home team. Pitch. Close. Called a ball, and it's 2-1. Finn Bolden walked in the third, and then 2 singles since then. He's reached in every at-bat. He reaches here. Could be another one. Oh, no. Oh, no. He is drilled in the head. Hit in the back of the helmet. Appears he's okay. This ball game is now tied at 12. Highlands has only scored in 2 innings, 2 6-run innings. And now it's Nolan Schwabach to the top of the lineup, where you want to be in this case. Now we've got to go back down the rabbit hole and update this book. As McNay came home to score, it's Anderson at third, and at second base is Sully Wiswell after the first pitch was fouled away. I mean, anything could go Highlands' way here as we're tied at 12. A pitch left over in the middle of the plate goes Highlands' way. A hit by pitch, a walk, a pass ball. There's a number of things that you could say Highlands here, they're in the driver's seat. And that big hack. It is now 0-2, and it has gotten, to be honest, harder to even see the batters at this point. No less the baseball. And you can see a large orange illumination in left field from the light given off by the scoreboard. It's 0-2. Schwabach holds up, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Tied at 12. Schwabach at the plate. Judd's pitch. Close, but a ball. Ball is outside. Now it's 2-2. 1 away in this inning. The pitch is popped straight up into the air. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. As we now hit 8 o'clock here in Fort Thomas. Judd gets Schwabach swinging. 2 outs. Schwabach's second strikeout swinging today, and that'll bring up Garrett Wiggins. Wiggins has had a productive 2 days. Today would be a great capper on it. He tips it. I couldn't see the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away. The pitch outside. 1-1. Wiggins holds the possibility of a tie game here in his balance, as I would imagine they would call this game after this. Now Judd steps off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here, Judd now kicks and fires. Wiggins watches the strike go by, and it's 1-2. Logan Judd kicks, fires. outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the balance of this game hangs in the hands of Garrett Wiggins. Logan Judd turns, kicks, delivers, swung in and missed. And we'll end the 6th inning. And both dugouts now empty. Highlands is able to tie it after plating 6th in this final inning. We're tied at 12. And something you don't see very often in baseball, due to the lack of daylight, the Birds have tied the Simon Kenton Pioneers at 12. And what you may look on the KHSA scoreboards tomorrow and believe is a football score, a tie at 12, it is a baseball score in a very interesting ballgame. We've seen a lot of baseball here. A night game at Highland Park has not been something we've seen very often. That'll do it for this ball game. I appreciate everybody tuning in. For Brennan Bucher, I have been your play-by-play announcer, your producer, your technical director. I have done it all today. First time I've ever done that. I apologize if the scoreboard has been a little behind at times because, well, doing it all is a little difficult. The book is chicken scratch at this point. And Highlands baseball ties Simon Kenton at 12. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will catch you after spring break at Thomas More Stadium. Have a safe and fun spring break, everybody. We'll catch you later.